Sports presents coverage of high school girls hockey. Tonight, the non-conference matchup between the Chaska Chanhassen Stormhawks and the Wayzata Trojans. From the Plymouth Ice Center, John Jacobson along with Dan Fick. And Dan, very early in the season, but already the Wayzata Trojans off to a good start. They are ranked 5th in the state in the Class AA and 2 wins, and they've scored 16 goals already.
Yeah, try 8 goals a game already. They're right off and running. The big guns are firing right on all cylinders, and they look like the number 5 team in the state. Looks like they didn't take a day off since the end of last season, and their coach is real happy with their performance so far, and they look good.
Chaska Chan comes in 0-1. They lost their first game the other night against Minneapolis. A little bit younger team this year for Coach Todd Johnson. So in these early games, you're always trying to just get your feet under you, your skates under you, see what kind of team you've got. They do have some players back from last year, and they did beat Wayzata early in the season last year 2-1. But maybe a little less experience than what Wayzata is going to show us tonight as far as game experience in the varsity.
Well, they beat Wayzata last year 2-1 first game, but the big difference is Wayzata's big scorers showed up in the first 2 games. Chaska Chanhassen did not show up in the first game. They weren't even on the board at all, and that's got to be a cause of concern. They got to show up tonight if they're going to have a chance against the Trojans. So that's a cause of concern for Coach Todd and the Stormhawks. So we'll see if they show up and show up. Goaltending's another question. New goaltender this year. They lost their top goaltender. Chaska Chanhassen did. Got to step up. They're going to try a new goaltender tonight. Let's see how she performs.
Let's look at their key players, starting with the Stormhawks. Lauren Spear is just a sophomore, but really coming off a nice freshman campaign for them.
Yeah, 24 points last year. Stepped up, really put the puck in the net. Got aced out first game, so let's see if she steps up. She's one of them we were talking about.
And for Wayzata, they've got a lot of girls who can score and have scored already to start the year. Osseo is one of them, off to a great start. The senior can put the puck in the net.
Boy, we talked about her a lot last year. Remember in section, she really helped them get along, and they had a nice run, and they doggone near took Blake down by God. It was a close game, 4-2 loss, but it was an empty netter at the end, and they tied Blake last year. But she's something to watch, and as I said, Sacred Heart, she's already got an offer there, and she'll be fun to watch for the Trojans tonight.
Wayzata looking to get their 3rd win of the season. They've got a big one coming up Saturday against Blake. They're certainly not overlooking Chaska Chanhassen this evening. We'll take time out and come back and drop the puck. First period, girls hockey on CCX Live next. Spend your Thanksgiving weekend Saturday with us on CCX. Sets up a shot and a goal. It's the 17th annual Turkey Trot Boys Hockey Tournament, live from the Plymouth Ice Center. At 5 p.m., watch the 3rd place game with a championship game to follow just after 7 o'clock. And they score!
Golly God.
Turkey Trot features tournament host Wayzata, plus Maple Grove, Holy Family, and 2017 Turkey Trot champion Edina. Watch it all live starting at 5 p.m. on Saturday, November 24th, only on CCX. It's hockey time in Plymouth. Girls hockey tonight. Chaska Chanhassen taking on Wayzata from the Plymouth Ice Center. The Stormhawks 0-1 on the season. The Wayzata Trojans off to a 2-0 start. John Jacobson and Dan Ficken with you tonight here on CCX. These teams meeting early in the season last year with the Stormhawks winning 2-1. Dan, Wayzata a little more experience, a little more firepower, a little older, and they are hoping to go to 3-0 tonight, and off to 2 good games so far, 2 wins in which they've scored 7 and 9 goals. They look at Stephanie Garvis, the senior goaltender, will get the call between the pipes tonight.
She's off to a fantastic start here, posting a 1.50 goals against and a 909 save percentage here. Just got a good start. She had a good year last year, John. She had a 9-5-1 record and 1.70 GAA, 930 save percentage. She's the bomb right now, and she's going to carry him this year. They got her set to be the starting goaltender.
We are underway. Trojans in their home gold with the blue numbers in trim, and they'll flip the puck down into the Stormhawk zone, right in on net. And Olivia Rinzel, she's the junior netminder, gets the call tonight in the net. It's an early icing call on Chaska Chan. Here's a look at Olivia. junior goalie, and
she was 1-1 last year, 5.25 goals against and an 8.33 save percentage. They're giving her a shot. This is her first start of the year, and she's on the team last year, but they're going to see what she can do. Get their first win this year for Stormhawks.
After a face-off win for Wayzata, shot on net, but the save made. Caitlin Roberts brings it in for Chaska Chan and skated off the puck as she was getting toward the slot, and Wayzata taking it over. Turnover by the Stormhawks in the Wayzata end, and then the Trojans give it right back. Kept in by Alex Dixie. Trying to center it out in front. It's picked up by Alexa Osseo. Signed this week with Sacred Heart, Division I women's hockey program in Fairfield, Connecticut. Over a dozen athletes in various sports from Wayzata signing Wednesday morning on the first day of National Signing Period. Roberts dumps it in for Chaska Chanhassen as they make a line change here, just over a minute into the game. Onto the stick of Sophie Heyer and to the zone, and then Sloan Matthews couldn't split between the two defenders. Picked off at the blue line though. And it's Hackley, Sammy Hackley putting it on net. And then cleared out of the zone by the Stormhawks. No icing here. It'll be skated down by Addie Hackley.
I was talking to Coach Scott before the game. The one question she had, off to a good offensive, but she's got some questions about her defense. They've had some first two games, some questions in the defensive zone. They're not covering as well as she'd like them to. So she's going to see how they meld tonight.
Well, the chance a moment ago at the other end, and a good hard shot, and Renzel able to make the stop on Sammy Hackley.
Good test there right from the get-go, but 15 feet out. And there's Coach Scott, the third season here with the Trojans. Done a remarkably good job, John. He just got to the section final last year.
Dan, you mentioned the defensive problems, and again, it's only 2 games in, but even early in the first couple of minutes here, they've had some turnovers in their own end. Hasn't cost them yet, but something that she'd like to see cleaned up, certainly going forward.
Well, we got 2 freshmen starting at D. That might cause a few issues.
Might do it. Sophie Polishin, number 18, trying to battle for it there. You see her in the corner along with Grace Deering for the Stormhawks. Tie up by Wayzata's Ali Scoro. And now it's Chaska Chan coming out and flipping it into the zone. Abby Anderson is in the Stormhawks go off for a change. Played not quite 3 minutes here in the first period of play. Cleared down into the Chaska Chan zone, taken by Brooklyn Bird, back up to center ice. Wayzata will shoot it back down to the Stormhawks end. Back picked off. Here's a shot away from the top of the circle, and Renzel steers away the shot by Hartle. To the far boards. After it goes Hartle. McKenna Hartle, the freshman D, put it back behind the net where the Stormhawks took it. They're able to get it out of the zone. Onto the stick there of Anna Laugen, and picked off though by the Stormhawks, and they'll shoot it back to the Wayzata end. Coming back for it is Emily Wisniewski. She's going to Clarkson for collegiate hockey. Up the center. Pick off by Wayzata, and taken back by Chaska Chanhassen by Dixie. Trying to come into the zone, and played off the puck nicely by Gretchen Branton.
Well, we're talking about the big guns for Chanhassen.
Centering pass. Excuse me. Go ahead.
And this is it. Dixie, Spear, and Roberts. And they were kept off the boards the other night against Minneapolis. And they've got a couple good turnovers here in the offensive zone against Wayzata. They're the ones that are going to put the pressure on here.
Roberts brought it into the zone. Now fired back behind the net by Nina Langley. Wayzata a little trouble of clearing, and they don't. The pass picked off. It's Ellefson taking it, and then she lost it. Cleared by the Trojans out to center. Taken back by the Stormhawks. This is Berg, top of the right circle. Puts one in on net high, but gloved there by Garbus, and she hangs on.
I've seen a lot of turnovers here. An interesting stat from the other night, Minneapolis Chaska. Chaska Chanhassen outshot him by double, John, 26-13.
Look at Todd Johnson, head coach at Chaska Chanhassen.
And I found it interesting. They gave up 3 goals on 13 shots, or 4 goals on 13 shots to Minneapolis. So if they get some goaltending tonight, this could be an interesting game. A little bit of a misnomer on that score.
Trojans trying to get it out of their zone, barely past the blue line before it was played back in by Deering, and then dumped to the corner by Ellefson. Wayzata with Sammy Hackley behind her net, onto the stick of Maddie McCollins. Backhanded ahead to the Chanhassen line, Chaska Chan line, and Sloan Matthews dumping it in for Wayzata. Stormhawks get it back. Out they come now to center. Elizabeth Garraby shot away. That gets blocked off the skates of Mackenzie Schindler. Right boards. Willier tried to play it back around the boards. Picked off by Wayzata. And back they come out. Pushing it into the Stormhawk zone is Matthews. And that goes as icing on Wayzata.
And that's the 4th line that was out there for the Stormhawks right now. Good pressure and a cause and icing. Boy, if you can get your 4th line to do that consistently, you're getting a performance out of it.
Collision winning the faceoff for Chaska Chan, but then it's a pickoff for Wayzata. Here's a chance, a shot away and a goal. Great interception. And a breakaway goal for Casey Johnson.
Well, good attack there on just forcing the point. Just a little slow reaction on the D, and Casey just is off to the races. Nice shot in the upper left right-hand corner there. Just nails it. Good snipe shot. Just a beauty. Gets Wayzata off and on the board.
First goal of the season for the senior. Unassisted goal at 6:04 for Casey Johnson.
Well, that'll cure a lot of, turnover ills in your own zone right there. And Coach Scott was talking a lot about being aggressive. She likes the way they're aggressive, and that was just a nice rush at the point by a forward, just getting off to the races.
Johnson will get the puck again at center ice and shoot it down into the Stormhawk zone. Renzel leaving it for her defenseman. Bimberg up with it, pass ahead down to the stick of Roberts. He's pinched off the puck right in front of the Wayzata bench. 4 players after it. Kept alive by the Storm, trying to bring it deep was Dixie. Is a shot away, and Garbus has got to make a point-blank save. Dixie is the first player in deep. She kind of gets off the puck, but then the shot away by Roberts and right in on net on Garbus.
If this line can get going for the Stormhawks, John, then we can get rolling here.
Spear trying to get after the puck. Lindsley looking to keep it in. Number 4 for the Stormhawks. Play to the corner. Hartle for Wayzata. Branton and Roberts battled for the puck, and Spears after it. Roberts has it now. Centering attempt comes back out to the blue line to Berg, and then chipped to the corner by Lindsley. Onto the stick of Roberts. Back to Lindsley. They'll play it for Spear. Knock off a stick, and it comes right to Garbus. A good play by Spear there, forechecking, and forced Garbus to cover up and force a face-off.
Yeah,
down in the Trojan zone.
Nice puck control there.
Yep.
They moved it back and forth, but somewhere along there you got to get a shot. And, they just couldn't quite get it generated. Good defensive control by the Trojans, blocking off the alleyway to the net there.
Here come the Stormhawks again. Zemer, though, unable to get a chance on the puck there. Played behind the Trojans' net. Addie Hackley for Wayzata, trying to turn away from a little pressure. And almost a turnover, but Wayzata comes out of the zone with it. Onto the stick of Matthews. She lost it at the Stormhawks' blue line. Zemer trying to move it up and out past center ice, but can't. It's shot in by Addie Hackley. Matthews intercepts back behind the net, trying to center it out in front, cleared away to the boards by Langley. Trojans with it, shot from the blue line, deflects off a Stormhawks player, off of Addie Hackley's stick. Still, though, in the Chaska zone. To the blue line, Matthews moves in, lost the puck, picks it back up. All right, past all the players in front, comes back out left point. Shot blocked.
Nice block.
Good shot blocked by Zemer. Cleared but not out. Kept in by Addie Hackley. Off the glass as Heyer goes after it for Wayzata. Another shot by Hackley, and that one off the glass back behind the net. Sammy Hackley now. From the circle, and that shot by McCollins partially blocked. Cleared by the Stormhawks. They iced the puck, but overall pretty nice defensive job by the visitors here, keeping the puck away from Olivia Rinzel on that shift.
Yeah, that was the most offensive zone possession that the Trojans have had all night tonight. But good block shots by the Stormhawks here, I thought. Did a nice job protecting their goalie, and she was up to the task. A couple of nice saves there.
Sophie Urban races in, won the face-off. Puck behind Branton. Urban, shot away from the top of the circle, wide, and kept in by Scoro. Stormhawks behind the net, chipping it up the boards is Berg. Now she has it behind her net. To the right boards, taken by Branton. Shot from the blue line, stop made by Rinzel. And cleared by the Stormhawks. And icing again on Chaska Chanhassen.
Yeah, just seemed to be a lot of offensive flow, though, Jim.
No,
A little
not
choppy.
Yeah.
And, not putting a lot of things together, not 1, 2, 3 passes per se.
Chaska Chanhassen a year ago, 12 wins, 12 losses, 2 ties. Wayzata 19 wins, 8 losses, 1 tie. Lost to Blake in the 6AA semifinals last year. And back comes the Stormhawks, and a shot on net. Garbus is going to make the save there. Abby Anderson putting it on net.
That was good pressure relief here. She got down, she got it deep, and I like that. She just got a shot on net, and any shot that goes on net's a good shot.
Langley from the blue line, a lot of traffic in front, didn't get all the way through. Another centering attempt that gets blocked to the boards and taken by Wisniewski. Trying to clear but can't. Volition keeping it in. Anderson can't do anything with it. Wayzata finally clears it, and they ice the puck.
There's been a number of icings in the game too. That's breaking it up quite a bit too.
Wayzata wins over Mounds View and Egan to start the season, 9-1 and 7-2. Chaska Chan just the one game so far, the 4-2 loss to Minneapolis 2 nights ago.
Boy, when you look at Wayzata's schedule, it just is something to behold. They play everybody.
A lot of tough games. Osseo knocked off the puck as she came into the Stormhawk zone. Nice defensive play by Deering. Here's Urban with it for Wayzata. To Osseo, back to Urban in front, backhander, good save made. Urban gets it back, plays it out to the point, takes the return pass from Wisniewski on the other side, and Osseo just whistled that one wide of the Storhawks net. In comes Branton.
Nice give and goes there, John. Starting to put some things together here.
Stormhawks take it away. It's cleared to center, and then shot right back in by Logan. Logan moving in from the left point. In alone there in the zone as the rest of the Trojans have gone off for a change. Shot and saved by Renzel off Addie Hackley's shot.
Had a good opportunity for a good 2-on-1 there. Might have kind of faked that shot and got it over to the wing coming down the right side there.
Well, the blue line, Hackley's shot gets blocked. Hansen keeps it in. Stormhawks can't clear. Chance for the Trojans. Shot in deep by Logan. The save by Renzel again.
Well, got a nice move here. Brings it back out and lines up a shot and gets a shot off. Renzel's been good, though. She's covered her angles good. She's gotten out on the crease and cut down the angles really well. Done a good job for the Stormhawks in the net.
Renzel playing to the far boards. McDowell tried to get a stick out of it. Now she's got a shot away, and that was Renzel just got a piece of that. Stormhawks will get it out. Skating after it hard is Ellison. Just couldn't get to it. Couldn't get her stick on it cleanly, and it's Wayzata clearing it, but not quite out. Kept in by Garabee. It was almost a dangerous play against Wayzata, but Trojans recover. And Hackley has it. Hackley trying to feed it off to McCollins. Langley has it. And pass out to the blue line, and now brought out by Langley. She'll flip it down to the Wayzata end. That's icing on Chaska Chanhassen.
Good idea. Just needed a couple more feet to get it across the red line.
Under 3 minutes to play here, first period.
Yeah, the exception of that just one aggressive play that Casey Johnson jumped on. It's been a pretty even game all the way through. 5-3 shots in favor of the Trojans.
McCollins trying to get it to higher. And back behind the Chaska Chan net where Bimberg plays it out. And catching up to it. Nice job by the Stormhawks' Brooke Willier. Wayzata turns this back in offense, though. Sloan Matthews across to higher. Back to Matthews' shot. And the save by Renzel.
Well played. Really stretched the rink out nice, spread it out, got an opening, and almost connected with Matthews going in. We got a nice stretch pass there, got a stick on it, and almost made a play, but good play by Renzel there.
Deering trying to get it out of the zone, does get the pass up to Anderson. And on the left wing, she gets cut off from the puck by Wisniewski. Back comes Wayzata. Casey Johnson, the goal scorer tonight. Lost it as she went to the corner. Prodal shot away from the blue line wide by Hartle. Back on the ice, and Volition will bring it up. Trying to center it in the middle to Abby Nelson. That's broken up. And ahead is Prodal, one player back. Stormhawk player goes down, and she gets a shot off. And Renzel makes another stop. Abby Prodal suddenly found herself alone in front. Fired it at the Stormhawks junior goalies. You look at it again, watch the D go down. Prodal's got a good look at it. And a nice save by Rinzel. Stormhawks get the puck out past their blue line. Shot back into the Chaska zone by the Trojans. Behind her net is Lindsley. Spear's going to try to catch up with this on the left wing. He's got Dixie in the middle. Langley with it now. Dixie for Spear out in front. A lot of traffic there, and now it's on to the stick of Branton. One player back. Here's Gretchen Branton coming in. Backhand shot. Save made. Branton gets it back on her stick again. To Osseo. Osseo looking, puts it out in front, and Branton was tied up pretty well. Good defensive play by Lindsley to tie her up. Now it's Urban for Wayzata. We're under 30 seconds to play in the period. Shoots it in to the Stormhawks zone, and it's icing on Wayzata with 20 seconds left.
Well, Wayzata's coming this close. They're putting some things together here now, and I expect in the second period they should start exploding through. They've opened up the ice nice. They're doing some rink-wide passes that are opening things up. But all of a sudden, in the last 2 minutes, you're seeing Chaska Chanhassen open some things up. They're just not quite connecting here.
Final 10 seconds, trying to get a shot late in front. Here's the shot away, and that one just goes wide off the stick of Polishin. Wayzata gets it back as the period comes to an end. A little bit of excitement in the Wayzata end in the final seconds of the period. But the Trojans able to hold off the Stormhawks, and it remains 1-0 here after a period. Pretty quick moving period. We had a lot of whistles. It was, especially early, and choppy like you mentioned. It seemed like we got a little more offensive flow there the last few minutes of play.
What I like about looking at the ice sheet right now, there's snow on both ends. So we played a full sheet of ice today in the first period here, so that was pretty good. Not bad.
Our score after one. Wayzata 1, Chaska Chanhassen 0. Well, more live coverage of high school girls hockey from the Plymouth Ice Center on CCX after this timeout.
I, Krista, take you, Jamie, to be my wife.
When we found out that we were pregnant, we were just elated. We were just sitting there waiting for the pediatrician. She said she won't be taking you in as a client.
We are a lesbian couple, but she's just a baby. She's the one you're denying the service to.
First time I tried Vicodin, it was laying around my mom's house. And then I kept taking them whenever I could get them. I didn't know they'd be this addictive. I didn't know how far I'd go to get more.
Opioid dependence can happen after just 5 days. Know the truth, spread the truth.
Spend your Thanksgiving weekend Saturday with us on CCX.
Sets up a shot and a goal.
It's the 17th annual Turkey Trot Boys Hockey Tournament, live from the Plymouth Ice Center. At 5 p.m., watch the third place game with the championship game to follow just after 7 o'clock.
And they score! Golly God.
Turkey Trot features tournament host Wayzata, plus Maple Grove, Holy Family, and 2017 Turkey Trot champion Edina. Watch it all live starting at 5 p.m. on Saturday, November 24th, only on CCX.
Leah, did you put a new dent in that?
This one? No.
Were you texting and driving again?
Yes.
Hi, Leah.
Hi, Dad.
Sorry about your bumper.
What makes your community feel like home? Is it knowing what's happening in your neighborhood? Or when people know your name? Connections make us a community. For more than 30 years, Northwest Community Television has connected citizens, neighbors, even sports fans through video. As life gets busier than ever, we will still offer you a connected community experience through CCX Media, so you can stay connected to the place you call home.
Wayzata girls hockey leads Chaska Chanhassen 1-0 after one period of play. Telecast tonight, Wayzata has had a lot of success in athletics throughout the years, and this year in the fall season, the Wayzata cross-country teams both very successful. On our Sports Jam show on CCX in October, we caught up with Wayzata runner Emma Atkinson. Here's a look again at that piece.
Cross-country running takes dedication and a commitment to improve. Emma Atkinson combines both of those qualities. As Wayzata's fastest runner on a team with several good racers, Emma is often the leader of the pack, but knows she doesn't do it alone.
Having your team behind you makes such a big difference because this is such a hard sport. Like, it's so hard, just you can't do it by yourself. So having a supportive team is super nice.
She works really hard. Definitely, like, she's always one of the last people out from practices. You can see she's working hard. She talks with the coaches, which is sometimes a little bit intimidating, but it definitely shows in her running.
Wayzata owns 4 state titles this decade and are ranked first not only in Minnesota, but also the nation. Trojans believe there is an expectation on their team each year.
There's a little bit of pressure, but we take it super well. We don't try to let it get to us or stress us out in any way. We're just trying to focus on the team we have this year and just know that we're not the same team as the year before or the year before that. Like, we're our own team. So we try not to let it get to us too much and just do our thing.
We've had a target on our backs for a few years, and it definitely helps us to push a little bit harder and work harder, but it also gives us faster times, and it shows.
We feel like they're really coming together now. We really noticed early that they were great friends and just really were a close-knit team. The top end was out in Colorado in July and had a great trip, and we just saw a real connectedness in the girls as far as the relationships. And we thought the work was really to be done in how do you race then with each other and how do you work together to get better by pushing each other.
Atkinson began track and field in 6th grade and last spring anchored Wayzata's 4x800 relay team to a second-place finish at state. Now in her 4th season of cross country, Emma remembers some of the lessons learned from older girls on the Wayzata team that she now tries to share with the team's youngest runners.
Working hard is definitely a big thing, and saying positive stuff while you're racing is probably the most important thing, because when you're out there, you're not going to be feeling good towards the end especially, and negative things will just push you down. So positive reinforcement is definitely something I try to pass on to my teammates who have also passed down to me.
Emma exudes balance, and we couldn't be happier having her as if you want to call it our #1 runner. She really teaches kids how to, dig in and commit to their sport, really train hard. But she has the rest of life figured out too. She's got a great social life. She balances her academics as an athlete, and she really has a lot of fun, and that's really nice to have leading your team.
Emma finished 3rd at last year's state cross-country meet as the Trojans took home another championship. The goals for next month and the post-high school season races that follow are set high again.
So for our team, we want to win state. We think that'd be super fun, and going to NXR and regionals, we would like to advance to nationals. And then individually, it's kind of hard. I mean, podium at state would be really good. I'm gonna have to work super hard for that because there's some really good runners this year.
Emma finished 4th in the state at the state meet as the Wayzata Trojans took 2nd place behind St. Michael Albertville in Class AA. 1-0 Wayzata over Chaska Chanhassen after one period of play in girls hockey. We'll take time out. We'll come back. Look at some first period highlights and more. You're watching coverage of Prep Girls Hockey on CCX Sports.
You think getting dumped by text is harsh? Try getting dumped by a tennis ball. My ex-owner drove me out to the woods, yelled fetch, And by the time I brought the ball back, he was gone. Yeah, I was pissed. But the folks at the shelter helped me let go of my anger. I learned coping skills, like taking it to the hole. Boom! Now I'm ready to fetch again. But how about I throw and you run and get it?
Marie, you have prediabetes.
Prediabetes? I don't have time to eat right or exercise. I'm a busy mom.
Oh, you're a busy mom.
Yeah.
This is great news. Busy moms never get prediabetes.
Wait, what?
Let me just... Yeah, this is all the people at risk for prediabetes, and way over here, busy moms. No?
Action!
Back at the pick, the Plymouth Ice Center. High school girls hockey tonight on CCX. Wayzata 1. Chaska Chanhassen, nothing. There's 17 minutes of play. We'll look at some highlights from the first period of play here. Dan Ficken, and we talked about not a lot of offensive flow, but there were a handful of shots on net in this game. A dozen total in the first period. Chaska Chanhassen able to disrupt the flow. This is really the best scoring chance and the only goal by far is the nice steal by Johnson. She gets her first goal of the year. Casey Johnson making it 1-0 at 6:04. An unassisted goal. Nice takeaway for her at the blue line. Chaska Chanhassen does some skaters and some offensive players who can put the puck on the net. They did that there on Stephanie Garbus, making one of her 5 saves. At the other end, Olivia Rinzel was busy. Officially only 7 shots on goal, but there was a lot of traffic around here, a lot in that first period.
Well, and both teams, you know, they're just a hair, just an inch away. They put some good passes together, they set up some good plays. But again, just I expect here as the game goes on, it's going to get a little bit more intense, and some of these plays will start getting a little better put together, and the goalies will get even more tested. And I think we'll see a few more goals yet tonight, John.
As you look at the shots on goal and the scoring chances, just 2 for Wayzata and 1 for Chaska Chanhassen. Clean period as far as penalties. No penalties on either side of the ledger. 1-0. Wayzata up on Chaska Chanhassen. We'll take time out. Come back. Second period of play coming your way next here on CCX.
Action!
Bye-bye.
Hi. Hoping for a crisp breeze to help keep you alert. Oh, he took a sip of water too. That'll probably help. You were probably gonna turn down the radio too, so you could focus, right?
Probably okay isn't okay.
Right?
If you see a warning sign, stop and call a cab, a car, or a friend.
I think the water line is what really drove it home. I blew on him.
Hey, look, it's those guys.
Are
you good to drive?
I'm fine.
How many did you have?
I should be fine.
You should be.
Go and step out of the vehicle for me.
See ya, buddy. Good luck. So turns out, buzz driving and drunk driving, they're the same thing, and it costs around $10,000. So not worth it.
Stormhawks of Chaska Chanhassen are back on the ice. We get ready for the second period. I like those uniforms, Dan. The black with the gold, and the school logos on each of the sleeves.
Well, I think the nice thing, too, you combine, you know, the Chanhassen Storm and the Hawks of Chaska, what do you get?
Stormhawks.
Stormhawks.
The perfect nickname.
Works,
right.
Yeah, I agree.
Like when Osseo Park Center combined in girls hockey, Orioles Pirates doesn't like flow off the tongue, you know, or anything like that.
But then you go a little bit English going out PC. I like that.
OPC.
Yeah.
Wayzata back on the ice. All right, so for each of these coaches, what do you think was the message between the periods?
Well, I think Chaska Chanhassen, keep working. They put Wayzata back on their heels a little bit. One little mistake at the point, and they're down 1 goal. But overall, I thought they played well, John. They just got to get into the flow, and they got to get the middle line of Robert, Spear, and Dixie going. They're big guns. The high scores from last year, they got to get a goal. And I think once that door gets kicked down, they're going to start putting pucks in. Wayzata, let's settle down in that defensive zone a little bit. Too many opportunities were given up. And then through the neutral zone, start dominating and creating a few more odd man rushes. They had the opportunity to break a few. They were spreading the ice out a little bit better, widening it out and getting some opportunities. I think that's what they're going to try and do in this period. So let's see what happens here.
Chaska Chan's next game at the Chaska Community Center next Tuesday. They will host New Prague and the Wayzata Trojans. Big game coming up Saturday at the Tria rink. They will take on Blake, ranked number 2 right now in the state, and then they will be home against Anoka on Tuesday. Ready to drop the puck here in period number 2 at Plymouth Ice Center. John Jacobson, Dan Ficken. Hope you're enjoying our coverage of high school girls hockey tonight from the pick. And it is Branton controlling the play. Nice pass across and jumps off the stick of Sophie Urban, who nearly had a chance. Here's a shot that is saved by Rinzel. Instead of putting a little pressure on the first 15 seconds of the period. Wisniewski from her blue line trying to feed it through with threader to Branton. She gets it, puts it on Urban's stick. Urban backhanded, but nobody there in a gold jersey as Berg is able to get it out of the zone to center. Taken by Hartle there. Drops it for Wisniewski. And Wisniewski pass ahead. And off the glass, Osseo try to catch up with it and does. Lost the puck though. It's taken by Spear of the Stormhawks, and she has it taken away from her. Higher for Wayzata, number 14 along the boards. Feeding it off for McCollins. McCollins trying to come in. Broken up by the Stormhawks and cleared to the boards. Wayzata able to keep control of it. Sloan Matthews. Lost as she came into a lot of traffic out in front. Cleared by the Stormhawks out of the zone. Chased down by Matthews. Lost it as she gives it up though. It's Spear with the takeaway. She put it out in front and Matthews there to clear it to the boards for Wayzata. Rixey trying to keep it in. Man losing it as she came to the slot was Ellefson. Good job by Alex Dixie to keep it in, but then Ellefson unable to get a shot away. Comes back out to center. Pass comes ahead. It's Perlich. Back behind the net, playing it off the end boards. Berg pinched in to keep the puck in the zone, but it's Hartle with it for Wayzata. Here's McCollins. Shot away, steered away by Rinzel. Back behind the Stormhawks net. Lindsley up the boards, kept in by Sammy Hackley, and then Rinzel covers.
I'm thinking that a certain coach in gold expressed some displeasure in the locker room here at the way the Trojans came out here in the beginning of the second period. Definitely being much more aggressive and taking over as far as dominating in the attack zone here.
Stormhawks get it out. There's a race for it. Polishyn can't quite get it and trying to avoid the ice. A good effort by Sophie Polishyn, but couldn't catch up with it. And then it'll come back to the Stormhawks end. Shot away, goes just wide. Unable to clear the puck.
Well, John, the
Stormhawks trying to get it out.
Yeah, they're getting put back on their heels right now. They've got to respond here quick because Trojans are really going after them right now.
Coach Scott on the Wayzata bench. The team leading at 1-0 on that breakaway goal in the first period by Casey Johnson. Race for the puck and a nice job by Lindsley to get there ahead of Osseo and Urban. But the Wayzata has it now. Branton puts a shot on net. Save made by Rinzel. Puck ahead to center. Here comes Caitlin Roberts. Roberts carrying in deep. And it went down as she came to the side of the net. She is slow to get up. Back behind the play. Here's Branton in deep. Branton pulls it back and then hit the pipe on the shot after taking the pass from Osseo. Back comes Chaska Chanhassen. Get the puck up to center ice. A little bit behind Dixie. She catches up with it. She's in deep. And the save made by Garbus. End-to-end action here all of a sudden at the pick. Onto the stick of Berg. Across and brought in by Deering for the Stormhawks. They're trying to move it out. Branton along the boards and down to the stick of Scoro. And then here comes Urban with it. Osseo had to put it toward the net. And Chaska Chanhassen almost catching Wayzata in a line change. You do get a long shot away by Ellison, but an easy save for Garbus. Trojans a little trouble now keeping it or getting it out of their zone as Anderson kept it in for the Stormhawks. Now back onto the stick of McCollins.
Well, I've liked the way the Stormhawks have responded here, John. They've answered back now. They've sequelled the rush, so to speak, and they're responding here. We're getting a little bit of fire wagon hockey here, back and forth, up and down.
I love fire wagon hockey.
Isn't that great? I just love it. Oh my gosh.
Stormhawks keep the puck in the Wayzata zone. We played just over 5 minutes here in the second. Matthews can't get it out, kept in. Here's Abby Nelson, top of the circle, shot away, and Garbus has to poke that away to the corner. Polishyn couldn't get a shot away, and a lot of traffic there. Racing to keep it in, unable to do so was Jamie Bimberg. It's offside.
You know, this
Chaska Chan.
This third line of Richter, Garibay, and Willier for Chaska Chanhassen has had some good shifts, John. They've really stuck it into the Wayzata defensive zone and really gone to work in there and done a good job there. They've stuck the Trojans back on their heels here.
Puck goes underneath the stick of Prodal, but cleared. Highways out ahead. Here's Prodal. Nice pass across, trying to feed it onto the stick of Casey Johnson there, and just missed on that connection. Good effort by Prodal, but Trojans keep it in. Centering pass, and that one can't quite connect with Chloe Fallon. Prodal from center, shooting it ahead. Out Fallon with it. She'll slide the pass across to Sammy Hackley. Up and just under the reach of Prodal. Chased down by Berg for the Stormhawks. Kept in at the blue line. A little trouble with it, but it was saved by Rinzel on that high shot. Stormhawks get it out of the zone. Skated down by Hackley. Her pass misses. Played by Berg ahead into the Wayzata zone. And there's a Stormhawks player in offside. Another offside call here on Chaska Chanhassen.
Boy, you know, I'm watching this and I'm seeing this up and down. I'm not sure who this favors right now. I'm kind of thinking it's working in the Stormhawks' favor. I'm just waiting for that one to pop for them, and all of a sudden seeing all the momentum go on to their side here.
Shot away, save made by Garbus. And Osseo has it for Wayzata. Playing it ahead for Branton. That stood up there by Deering on the wing. From center, poked by Scoro toward the boards. Played by Binberg to the Wayzata line, and the Trojans get it back. Urban battling along the boards with Poleshin for it. Here's Urban with a shot in tight. And the save by Rinzel. Back out, blue line. Onto the stick, Schindler. And that one stopped. Centering pass under the stick of Osseo. Here's a shot from the circle and didn't get all the way through the net by Scoro. Chaska Chan trying to relieve some pressure and can't. Another shot, hit some skates. Backhand try. That save's made by Rinzel. Cleared and kept along the blue line and kept in by Wayzata. Stormhawks trying to get it out and clear the puck all the way down. Can't do so. Matthews at center. Battling with Nelson for control. Trojans have it. Here's Wisniewski. Wisniewski, a little rush, and it's taken away from her by Deering.
There it is.
Here's Spear. Feeding it ahead. Roberts, a shot away, and a big save by Stephanie Garbus as she stops Caitlin Roberts point blank. A good setup, Lauren Spear to Caitlin Roberts. And Garbus makes her best save of the night. Makes another stop here. Shot from the side of the net. Garbus has got to scramble back in net to make a play again. Lindsley kept it in. Puck in the high slot. Dixie trying to get after it. Drops it back. And return it to Dixie. Around the boards. Lindsley looking to keep it in and does. Got it to Spear. Centering attempt. Roberts turns. Drops the pass back. Shot from the circle, and Garbus makes the save. And by far the best sustained pressure for Chaska Chanhassen so far tonight.
Here's that big line by Roberts and Spear and Dixie. Nice play there, good shot. Garbus stepping up real nice for Wayzata there in goal. Makes a couple nice saves right there, John.
And we remain at 1-0. We're past the halfway point in the second period.
And now the pace and the intensity is all of a sudden gone to a whole new level here.
Yeah. Much better pace to this period compared to the first period.
And not as many whistles.
Right. Play back down into the Wayzata end. It's Sammy Hackley. Rink-wide pass comes across. Casey Johnson with it. Shot away, but wide. Well wide of the net. Still in the Stormhawks zone. Now they're able to get it down, and they ice the puck. Face it back down.
Well, that's the first icing in a long time. We only got 7:05 left in the period here. It's gone by pretty doggone quick. Yeah, and I'm seeing here now, Chaska Chanhassen is not the team that lost to Minneapolis, and I'm not sure that Wayzata is the team that got 16 goals in 2 games here. I think it's kind of evening itself out now here, too. Nope.
Loose puck in front. Osseo is there, and the whistle, and it's covered up by Rinzel in net.
We got a little aggression in front of the net there. I like it. You know, that's the other nice thing, too. Rinzel's done a nice job in net, giving him some goaltending.
There's you see Osseo and Rinzel. Nice job, covers up. As you saw Branton trying to come in. She gets a little stick in the back for her troubles.
No, that's dangerous territory. Don't stand in front of my net. But Rinzel, nice stick and glove control there, too. She took control in front and didn't let anything phase her. Got control of it and froze it.
Stormwatch able to get it out to center, but Urban a nice job to control it. Gets it to Branton. Top of the circle, trying to feed it off to Osseo. Had to jump off her stick. Branton over skates it back behind the net. Polishin trying to get it out of danger along with Langley for Chaska Chanhassen. Shot, and that went off the leg of Anderson. On Schindler's shot, cleared again by Chaska Chanhassen. Too far for icing. Anderson unable to catch up with that puck to prevent the icing.
This Branton, Urban, and Osseo line's been good for Wayzata all night, too. They brought some good pressure all night. Oseo's been very, very noticeable tonight.
Stormhawks out of this face-off, able to get the puck out of their zone. Deering and lost the puck. Here's a chance for Heyer coming in. Heyer with a shot and goes high and out of play. And a roof foot pass to junior Rinzel.
Now watch how far Rinzel's out of this net, John. Look at how much she cuts that angle down. Look at that, she's way out of the crease. Just cuts, gives her nothing to shoot at except the upper net, and it just went way too high.
Because it was off of Heyer's stick and not deflected, the faceoff comes outside the Stormhawks blue line. Heyer brought it in, and she ran into Deering. Matthews will cut in deep, gets a shot on net, and Rinzel the save.
Nice move.
Matthews will chip it along the boards. Skated down by Berg. Reversed, and now it's onto the stick of Spear. Rink-wide pass for Roberts. Roberts trying to work her way past Hartle. All the way around the boards. Dixie after it. Lost it, and it's Wayzata's Chloe Fallon with it. On the stick of Sloan Matthews. Matthews shot away, and that's cleared away by Rinzel. Stormhawks get it back out. Roberts with it. She'll clear it in as they go off for a change around the boards. Onto the stick of Fallon for Wayzata. Under 4.5 minutes to play in the second period. Take away by the Stormhawks. Zemer back behind the net. Now moves into the lower part of the circle, turns and fired. And Barbara said to be alert to make that stop. Top of the left circle, chip to the corner by Lindsley. Around the boards it goes. Kept in by Langley. And brought back ahead. Now there's a chance for Wayzata. Casey Johnson opening up wide, shot away and under the pads and able to make the save with Rinzel. That almost trickled through. But Casey Johnson is stopped and remains a 1-0 game.
That was close. That was close. She almost lost that one. Casey's almost living under a charmed star here.
Here's Branton putting it toward the front of the net. Anderson stopped that. Branton had it briefly and then taken by Deering rather and cleared out of the zone. And back comes Osseo for Wayzata. Osseo in the circle, shot away and it scores.
Oh wow.
Osseo, the senior, makes it 2-0 Wayzata.
Comes in down the left side here. He has a stick on the inside, just snaps one off. Oh, nice, right on the ice. Did she find the five hole on this one? No, just a nice shot off the side, right in the right-hand corner. Beautiful shot.
Urban was near it, but I don't think she got a piece of it. I think that was all Osseo.
She just beat Rinzel.
Urban did get a piece of it, or at least they're crediting her with the goal. So it's Urban with her 3rd goal of the season. So it reads Urban from Osseo. Number 4 did get a tip on him, her 3rd of the year, 16th career goal. And Osseo already her 4th assist of the season. So it's 2-0. Wayzata, that goal coming up 13:30 here of the second. Puck slides down into the Chaska Chan zone. Dixie got as far as the blue line, but that's it. Another chance for Wayzata. Deep backhander and a goal. Maddie McCollins makes it 3-0.
Now that's a team being in offensive rhythm. That was as pretty as it gets. Beautiful turnover at the top. Come toward the middle. Find Maddie McCollins driving to the net. Just drop it to her, and she's in all by herself. Turnover. Now, look at the head up. Just gets it beautifully over to Maddie, and she just takes her time, puts it away. Look at the pass here. Filters it right in between the 2D. Nothing that Rinzel can do about that.
Nice job by Sophie Heyer picking up the assist. McCollins with her 1st goal of the season. And so 2 quick goals for Wayzata here in under a minute to open up now a 3-0 lead with under 2.5 minutes to play in the 2nd period.
2 beauties though, John. Really nice plays. Well-deserved, well-earned, well-worked goals.
Stormhawks shot by Richter goes wide of the net. On the boards, played back behind the Wayzata net. Here's McCollins with it. Feeds it off on her left to Heyer. She'll dump it down into the Stormhawk zone. McCollins next year, Dan, play collegiate hockey at Wisconsin River Falls. The Harvard of the Midwest, as I call it, as a proud alum.
Which you obviously would. Home of the Fighting Falcons. It's a good school. Good hockey program.
Yeah, good men's and women's hockey program for a long time there.
I remember my girls at Osseo go to River Falls.
Under a minute and a half to play here. In the 2nd period, now a 3-0 Wayzata lead. Shot toward the goal. Didn't get them all the way through, but it's dangerously right in front. Finally cleared by the Stormhawks, but not out. Intercepted by Wayzata. Back to the blue line. Shot away and save made by Rinzel. Trojans not only putting the puck in the net and getting more pressure on here in the closing minutes of the 2nd period.
Stormhawks a little bit of shock right now. All they want to do is get out of this period without anything else happening to them. Just a nice flutter puck coming in, and Rinzel still got to stay on top of her game right now just to get out with that 3-goal deficit right now. She's played well. I mean, these goals have not been her fault. So they have just been wonderful, excellent executed plays by Wayzata.
That one just under the stick of Dixie, who does catch up to it, drops it back to the blue line. Big shot from there, but fired wide of the net by Grace Deering. Puck rebounds all the way out to Osseo. Here's Osseo, centering pass. Branton, it's taken down by Deering. And the Stormhawks will bring it back out to center. Pass a little bit too far for Dixie as Spear couldn't connect with her. Under 25 seconds to play in the period. A jab at it along those boards as Stormhawks trying to free it up and see if they can get a shot on goal before the period ends. Instead of doing all they can just to kill off these remaining seconds, and they will. And they will take Dan Ficken a 3-0 lead now into the second intermission.
A good last 5 minutes for the Trojans. They finished real strong here in this last part of the period and tried to get it going in the beginning, but Stormhawks wouldn't let them. But at the end here, Wayzata really turned it on, John, the last 5 minutes and dominated. I think got some good offensive flow.
Outshot Chaska Chanhassen 13-8 in that period. We'll take a break. We'll come back. Our second intermission is next. You're watching coverage of high school girls hockey on CCX.
What makes your community feel like home? Is it knowing what's happening in your neighborhood? Or when people know your name? Connections make us a community. For more than 30 years, Northwest Community Television has connected citizens, neighbors, even sports fans through video. As life gets busier than ever, we will still offer you a connected community experience through CCX Media, so you can stay connected to the place you call home.
Everybody has a dream. Mine was to see the ocean. And with a little help, I made it.
Look at you. You're at the top of your game. You're unstoppable. Nothing can throw you off track. Wait, is that your car? Uh-oh. Yeah, I saw that coming. That will throw you off track. You're looking at around 10 grand in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Let's try this again. Smart move. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
I got some Oxy after I hurt my neck. First, I took them to feel better. Then, I just kept taking them. I didn't know they'd be this addictive. I didn't know how far I'd go to get more.
Opioid dependence can happen after just 5 days. Know the truth, spread the truth.
Through 2 periods of play at the Plymouth Ice Center, Wayzata now leading 3-0 over Chaska Chanhassen. Welcome back. John Jacobson joined by Jess Scott, Trojans head coach, and much better flow, coach, in that second period for both teams compared to the first period of play.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a good game. They have a nice team. I think they did a nice job of getting in our space and kind of frustrating us a little bit in the first period. But we settled in and got scoring from all 3 lines right now, so it's much better.
How big was that in the last 5 minutes of play that were you able to pump in a couple more goals to give you a little more breathing room?
You know, and if you go all the way back to the first period, the last minute, we iced the puck with 20 seconds left and give up, I think, 3 shots in that 20 seconds. So much different look. We have so much poise with the puck when we're doing things the way we should be doing. So it was nice to get a couple more.
Early in the season, but overall, how do you see the progress of this team from the first practice to where you're at right now?
We've matured a ton. We have a really veteran team. We have a lot of talent, but it's nice to see the pieces kind of come together. And, we get Mira back from the Olympics, and she's running all kinds of crazy schemes for them. So everybody's getting acclimated at a different pace, but it's nice to see all the offense this early.
How much does it help having so many veteran girls back to kind of know the program, know what you want to do as a coach to just implement things and do things the way you'd like to see them done?
It's huge, and I think where it helps us the most is off the ice and in the locker room and just making sure kids understand how we do things here and what we're all about, and that translates to what we do on the ice. And just having that year of experience last year with 19 wins and some really big ones, I think everybody thinks that we belong with the best of the best, and it's nice to see that come together.
Finally, what's your message to the team going into the third period here?
We definitely want to see a good defensive third period. They have some really good players. 3 is giving us fits a little bit, so we definitely, our focus is to put them away. I'd like to get another goal or 2, but more than anything, we got to shore up our D zone.
Thanks for your time. Good luck.
Thank you.
Wayzata leading Chaska Chanhassen 3-0 at the end of 2 periods of play. We'll take a break, come back more of our second intermission coming up here live on CCX.
Thank you.
Spend your Thanksgiving weekend Saturday with us on CCX. Sets up a shot and a goal. It's the 17th annual Turkey Trot Boys Hockey Tournament, live from the Plymouth Ice Center. At 5 p.m., watch the third place game with a championship game to follow just after 7 o'clock.
And they score. Golly God.
Turkey Trot features tournament host Wayzata, plus Maple Grove, Holy Family, and 2017 Turkey Trot champion Edina. Watch it all live starting at 5 p.m. on Saturday, November 24th, only on CCX.
First time I tried Vicodin, it was laying around my mom's house. And then I kept taking them whenever I could get them. I didn't know they'd be this addictive. I didn't know how far I'd go to get more. Opioid dependence can happen after just 5 days. Know the truth, spread the truth.
Leah, did you put a new dent in that?
This one? No.
Were you texting and driving again?
Yes.
Hi, Leah.
Hi, Dad.
Sorry about your bumper.
What makes your community feel like home? Is it knowing what's happening in your neighborhood? Or when people know your name? Connections make us a community. For more than 30 years, Northwest Community Television has connected citizens, neighbors, even sports fans through video. As life gets busier than ever, we will still offer you a connected community experience through CCX Media, so you can stay connected to the place you call home.
Everybody has a dream. Mine was to see the ocean. And with a little help, I made it.
Look at you. You're at the top of your game. You're unstoppable. Nothing can throw you off track. Wait, is that your car? Uh-oh. Yeah, I saw that coming. That will throw you off track. You're looking at around 10 grand in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Let's try this again. Smart move. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Wayzata 3, Chaska Chanhassen nothing through 2 periods of play. High school girls hockey tonight on CCX. You see the shots on goal now 20-13 in favor of the Trojans. 1-0 after 1 period of play tonight on a breakaway goal by Casey Johnson, and no scoring for a lot of the second period, but that did change late. If you look at some highlights from the second period of play. Better flow, as the coach Scott noted in our interview in between periods. Each team able to get up on the ice, up and down the ice, a little better than they did in that first 17 minutes of play. Good goaltending tonight. Stephanie Garvis has had to be on her toes, not quite as much as Olivia Rinzel, who's seen a lot of rubber so far in the first 2 periods of play. And Wayzata able to put some things together and get some scoring contributions from all of their lines. Best scoring chance of the night there for Chaska Chanhassen. Caitlin Roberts coming in, and a save made by Garvis. Johnson, a scoring chance here for Wayzata, and the save made by Olivia Rinzel. Wayzata able to get 2 goals in the period, just 43 seconds apart. That one tipped in by number 4, Sophie Urban, on the shot by Alexa Osseo, and then a great feed and a backhand shot. Sophie Heyer with the pass, Maddie McCollins with the goal. And that one came at 14-13 to make it 3-0 Wayzata. Edge in the shots on goal and scoring chances for Wayzata. They've been the better team, but Chaska Chanhassen certainly hanging with them, just unable to put anything in the net. Did get a few better scoring chances, I felt, in that second period of play, although haven't been able to pop one past Stephanie Garbus yet.
Both teams definitely raised up their level of intensity. Wayzata just seemed to find their offensive rhythm a little bit better at the end of the period, thus giving themselves two more goals. And again, I think Chaska's just that one shot away from kicking and scoring door down. So if they can pick that up in the third period, it could be an interesting game.
3-0 Wayzata after 2. Take time out, come back. Third period of hockey from the Plymouth Ice Center. Live on CCX after this.
They gave me Vicodin after my knee surgery. They kept prescribing it, so I kept taking it. I didn't know it would be this addictive. I didn't know how far I'd go to get more.
Opioid dependence can happen after just 5 days. Know the truth, spread the truth.
Wayzata 3, Chaska Chanhassen 0. As we are through 2 periods of play today, Wayzata Trojans looking to improve to 3-0 on the season. And we'll find out a little more what they're all about come Saturday when they take on the Blake Bears. Team that's with a power in Class A for years, moved up to Class AA last season, and what a loaded section to get Blake, Edina, and Wayzata all in 6AA.
They can almost move that over to the XL Energy Center and sell tickets for that section. It's almost another whole state tournament, for heaven's sakes. It's just brutal trying to get through all that, but it's exciting hockey. But, the Trojans, number 5. Are they?
Yeah.
We're going to find out.
Yeah, right.
We're going to find out, and that's good, though. It's good for girls hockey, and it's good. And I love the fact that Blake got out of single A and went to double A. And then they proved that they were that good. So it'll be interesting to see. We're getting into the gist of it, and I like the fact that this late conference affords these teams to go out and make a schedule that really gets them out and about playing across the board. So it's interesting to see, too, that Chaska Chanhassen, maybe they're not as bad as we thought after that first game. And it's given them a good test here. So let's see what kind of a third period they can put together here. Maybe they get a little rankled and they put one in the net here, and let's see if they can make it interesting.
Yeah, you guys, we'll talk about it. The first whistle. Roberts brings the puck in on the left side, but got squeezed off the play and lost it as she came down into the Trojans' end. Wayzata will break out. It's onto the stick of Branton, trying to poke it ahead. Here's Osseo with it, and Branton was a skate offside. I was going to say, you and Jay saw a couple of nice hockey teams the other night to start our girls hockey coverage for the year. Breck and Benilde-St. Margaret's.
I was very impressed with the way that obviously Breck being the defending state Class A champions, and they can play pretty much anywhere in the state, but Benilde-St. Margaret been down a couple of years, and all of a sudden, hey, this is a pretty good hockey team. They played Breck very well, and a couple of breaks went the wrong way third period, but they're coming back. They're going to be back in the higher ends of the hockey in the state here, and very impressive the way they played hockey.
Sean Twenty is going to do a nice job with that program, I think, and already has.
Yep.
Turnover by the Stormhawks in their own end. Matthews tried to get it toward the front of the net. Branton gets his stick on it. And cleared as it gets past the stick of Addie Hackley. She'll have to skate it down in her own zone. Rink-wide pass too far out in front of Wisniewski, but coming back for it is McCollins. She'll drop it back for Wisniewski, fanned on the pass initially. And up to Matthews up the boards and out to center ice. And it's McCollins bringing it in.
Well, and we're getting a chance to see the number 5 team girls here tonight, and we're going to get a chance to see the number 8 team here Tuesday. As we're broadcasting the Maple Grove game here, we're going to get a chance to see them. And of course, then we kick off, the full boat here with the Turkey Trot tournament here a couple Saturdays, and Edina and Maple Grove and Holy Family, and there's another team in that. Wayzata, that other team.
17th annual Turkey Trot boys hockey tournament here Thanksgiving weekend, Friday and Saturday. We'll have live coverage of the third place and championship games on CCX starting at 5 p.m. Saturday, November 24th. Always a big crowd here. McCollins with a shot away, and that one almost hit the back of the net for her second of the game. Comes towards the front of the net again, but not all the way through as Deering took it. Take away by McCollins. Oh, and getting a skate out on that puck was Rinzel to keep it out of the net.
Boy, I tell you, Rinzel has played a game tonight, hasn't she? She has really stretched herself out and played a heck of a game. It almost got away from her, but she wasn't going to let it. She got it strung out here. Now watch how she stretched. Look at that nice leg save, and she pulled it back in here. Boy, she's been the outstanding player in the ice tonight, John. No question about it.
Now Heyer was right there looking for a loose puck, and Rinzel would have none of it. Face-off win for the Stormhawks. Dixie feeds it off to Roberts. Roberts with a whistling shot, and Garbus the save.
Both these goalies, they understand angles. They understand being out of the crease. They're not sticking them back in the net. They're getting out. They're defending, cutting down angles, doing a great job. And cool and calm, too. Nothing's panicking them.
Trojans get a face-off win. Pass under the stick of Prodal. Deering ahead for the Stormhawks, but got cut off by Fallon at the blue line. Scoro. Puck came to this side of the net where it's chipped by Schindler back behind the goal. Out to the blue line, kept in by Garraby. And out to center. Deering shooting it back to the blue line. Wayzata finally gains control and fired ahead by Casey Johnson as the Trojans make a line change. Back comes Bimberg for it. Long stretch pass trying to hit it to Willier, who did get a stick on it. Wisniewski along the boards. Puck comes all the way up the middle of the ice to center. Shot back ahead by Polishin. Trojans get it back. Here's Branton. Top of the left circle. Centering pass in front for Urban, who's getting tied up by Polishin. And a good job by the senior captain for the Stormhawks. Take away a scoring opportunity. Wisniewski shot away. That hits traffic. Onto the stick of Nelson. And up to the blue line and cleared back ahead.
It's been a very unusual game also from the fact that there hasn't been one penalty in this game.
Not at all.
Not one.
Cleared up the boards by the Stormhawks, but can't clear it out. Branton tying up with Bimberg along the boards. Players poking at it, trying to free up the puck, and now it does come loose. No, and then a takeaway. Here's a chance for Ziemer. Ziemer coming in and getting back into the play. I think Wisniewski helped get a stick on that and didn't allow Ziemer a clean chance, Dan.
Well, Wisniewski's been playing defense back there for a number of years for the Trojans.
Backhanded by Berg to the back of the net. Touched by Prodal.
I cursed it, didn't I?
Yeah, and now we're going to get a penalty.
Yep, here we go. But an opportunity for the Stormhawks. Wisniewski's going in. I think she hooked somebody. another unusual statistic for the Trojans this year. So far, they're 100% on the penalty kill, and they're 100% on the power play.
So Wisniewski goes off with 4:18 of the third. Chance for the Stormhawks maybe to get on the board. Shot by Dahl, gets blocked, or by Berg rather, gets blocked. Comes back, or Berg keeps it in to the corner. Cleared by Addie Hackley, but not out. Kept in by the Stormhawks. Dixie to Berg. Back behind the net. It's Spear. Left point Langley. Back to Spear. The circle shot. Deflects. Goes to the boards. Alex Dixie. And it gets past Berg at the blue line. Back down into the Chaska Chanhassen end. Out to center. Pick off here for Branton. Short-handed Gretchen Branton. Carried in deep. Now looking for a teammate. Feeds it off to Matthews. Shot away and a goal. Short-handed, and Wayzata leads 4-0.
Now we watched Sloan Matthews come up last year as a freshman who had a tremendous year. And she's really starting out well this year, by gosh. Nice short-handed goal situation. Beautiful play.
5:21 the time of the goal for Sloan Matthews. Now it's another opportunity. Branton overskated right in front, able to turn, but not really get much on that one. Branton trying to feed it back, does to the blue line, shot away here, and the save made. Going just wide perhaps of Renzel on that one. Almost another shorty there for the Trojans. Stormhawks got it to the Wayzata line. And they shoot it wide. It banks off the end back of the net. Flips high in the air off a stick. Shot away from in close. That's deflected off the stick of Scoro.
That was Matthew's 6th goal of the season already in their 3rd game. That's 2 goals a game, man. That's pretty good for a sophomore.
Pretty good for anybody. Addie Hackley intercepted the puck. Great short-handed shift there for Wayzata, getting 1 goal and almost getting another, and really breaking up the offensive flow totally for the Stormhawks in that 2 minutes. Now they control in the Stormhawk zone. Shot by Heyer goes just wide. Casey Johnson feeding it back to the blue line. Back it comes. Heyer with it. Back behind the net, gets upended there by Deering. And they get up, puck cleared away to the corner, and Nelson shoots it down the length of the ice. It's icing on Chaska Chan.
Getting a little tired there. Boy, just a dominating effort there by Wayzata. You weren't quite sure which team was on the power play and which one was on the penalty kill there. Nice short-handed goal.
Collins wins the face-off cleanly. Takeaway by Spear, and then Wayzata gets it back. Collins drop pass. Shot from the point by Matthews. And now it comes to Matthews, rather. Shot from the blue line came from Wisniewski. Now it's a chance for Robertson deep. Garvis stands her up. And then taken by Prodal and able to get it out to the blue line. We're going to have a penalty coming up here on Chaska Chanhassen. Here's McCollins with it. McCollins with a shot. Goes off a skate. Nope, no penalty here. That was just a delayed offside call. My fact. Mistake at the other end as Osseo has it. Feeding it off back behind the net. Back to Osseo in front of the goal. A great pass from Branton, and Osseo scores, and it's 5-0. Osseo getting her first goal tonight, had an assist earlier, her 5th of the season. Branton has her 2nd assist in a row.
You see a beautiful play down here. Osseo coming around here. Just a simple little give and go. Brandon gets it down low and gets right back out to Osseo coming around and just pulls it down. I think just the Stormhawks are getting worn down, John. Just plain and simple, getting worn down.
Osseo trying to feed Branson on another rush. Urban's in on the wing. And yeah, the Trojans really flying now.
Well, they've been running 3 lines at him the whole night and a 4th every once in a while.
Bimberg gets it down into the Trojan zone. Up the wing it comes to Osseo. And pass ahead. Here comes Branson in alone. Branson a shot and a goal. Pops in off of Renzel. And the sophomore has her 3rd point and 1st goal tonight. And suddenly it is 6-0.
Well, Brandon's been in the middle of everything pretty much all night, John, and she finally gets her goal. Just pops loose coming down the winger here, and she just gets in front and kind of bounces off the goalie, but it goes in behind her and just drops in. Been an unselfish player all night, and she finally gets hers.
Here comes Wayzata again. Addie Hackley with a shot. Centering pass out in front. Covered up by Renzel. Wow, they are just buzzing here the last several minutes.
Yeah, blood's in the water, John. Blood's in the water.
We're in running time now as a 6-goal lead. As long as it stays at that margin, we'll continue to count down towards 0 left in the game.
Well, in a way, I don't think that this running score and this score is really going to indicate the type of game it was.
No, right.
To be honest with you, John, it has. Just the Stormhawks can't score. It's just blighted them for the first 2 games of the year. Their top line, who put together some points, last year, just can't get off the schneid this year. They put up 32 goals last year.
Mackenzie Schindler gets the lone assist on the Branson goal. Wraparound try here. And that's stopped by Renzel as Casey Johnson's looking for another one. Johnson out in front again. They whack at it. Renzel makes a stop on Prodal. We're going to send at least 1, maybe 2 players off to the penalty box here.
Yeah, Prodal kind of got sent to the ice in a rather ill-mannered way.
Anderson's going to go off for Chaska, Chanhassen, and Fallon for Wayzata. So offsetting penalties here.
Anderson's kind of looking like, me? What am I going off for?
Chaska Chanhassen clearing it back down to the Wayzata end. After it goes Wisniewski. Spear onto the stick of Langley. And taken, well, Trojans can't quite get it out of the zone. Kept in by the Stormhawks. Garabee fighting for it, number 13 there for the Stormhawks. A Spear that comes away with it. They'll put it out front, and it's taken by McCollins for Wayzata. Here's Matthews squeezing through. Sloan Matthews, a shot and a goal. Her 2nd of the night, and it's 7-0.
Well, Sloan Matthews charging down the wing there. Just a nice pass. Just, I'm really impressed with the way Wayzata just spreads the ice out. They can really stretch it with those long passes on the wide wing. And when they shoot, they don't miss once they find the range. And they're showing me some things. When they get up against Blake now the other night, they can't afford to get off to a slow start, though, against Blake, because they will pay the price. on this, but they definitely got the offensive power to play with them. There's no question about it. The other thing I like too, John, is their goaltending looks really good this year. I think that'll be a good part of playing against the Blakes and the Edinas this year.
McCollins getting an assist on the Matthews goal. Offside here. With 4 minutes and running here in the hockey game. So the floodgates opening here in the third. Dan, they get 4 goals, Wayzata does, in a span of under 6.5 minutes. And that takeaway for Chaska Chanhassen. Willier got it to the Wayzata zone, and that was it. There's 3 shots on net here in the third period for the visitors. 9 for Wayzata, but 4 of those have found the back of the net. Centering pass in front. Here's a shot away. Hit a lot of traffic in front. A pretty good chance for Garibay, and Wayzata gets it back at center ice. Here's Casey Johnson. Holding. Johnson with it. Shot away. And puck frozen by Olivia Renzel. A reminder, our next girls hockey telecast Tuesday, live at 7 o'clock on CCX. Maple Grove will host Armstrong Cooper. And we're back at the pick a week from Saturday. Boys hockey tournament. The Turkey Trot Tournament, the 17th annual. Beginning of the boys hockey season. Wayzata hosting Edina. Holy Family in Maple Grove. That has been such a great field for a number of years. Those same 4 teams. Wayzata last year winning their 7th Turkey Trot Tournament. And they haven't been in it since the beginning. They've been in it for about a dozen years or so, and they've won 7 times.
Well, as we like to call it, the tradition. God, it's so fun. What a way to open up a hockey season, too. The boys hockey season. Oh my gosh. It's such a great tournament.
Under 2 minutes to go. Matthews has lost her stick, trying to do her best to keep her team in the offensive zone, and does. He has her stick back now. She and Heyer after it. Heyer trying to put it to the front of the net. Does. Cleared away by Lindsley to the boards. Comes back. Matthews, a shot. Going for the hat trick, and save made by Renzel. Under a minute and a half to go in the hockey game. Wisniewski keeping it in for the Trojans. Comes back to Wisniewski, left point. She'll try to wind up a shot. McCollins brought down Berg there. As we're down to a minute to play in the third. Banked off the boards, kept in by Hartle. Heyer after it.
Well, the Stormhawk legs are just dead, John. They can't move. They're just having trouble moving.
Well, they do clear it down. This will slowly get down the ice for icing. Have another face-off and be about done for tonight. A little bit of a slow start for Jessica Scott's team, but they really came on there late in the second period, and then obviously here in the third, the ice really tilted their way, and a strong effort overall.
She'll be happy. She got what she wanted out of it. Might have been looking ahead a little bit to Blake. I think that might be part of it, and but I think got things done that she wanted to get done.
Final save for Stephanie Garvas as she posts the shutout, and the Wayzata Trojans score a 7-0 win over Chaska Chanhassen tonight.
Finished strong second half of the game. Did a nice job. You can see by the scoring, 1, 2, 4 goals as they came out strong. Chaska Chanhassen, I thought, did a good job. I think overall played 3/4 of this game pretty good. Did better than I thought they might have expected considering their first game. Things to build on. They got some things to work on here as the season moves on, but overall, pretty good game. I think the score does not indicate what kind of game it was. So anyway, I'm looking forward to next Tuesday night, and we'll see all of you then.
We'll take time out. We'll come back with our post game in just a few moments. Wayzata wins it, though. They move to 3-0 on the season, 7-0. Our final tonight from the pick. We'll wrap it up on CCX after this.
Meals on Wheels gives me a chance to be totally selfless. More than the food itself, a lot of seniors don't have family. So just to have someone to talk to, just to say, hey, how was your day? That means so much more than a meal could ever mean. We have to look outside of ourselves to be that lifeline to other people. It's worth it.
I've been delivering Meals on Wheels to Leon for 13 years.
It's always a pleasure to see you.
Leon has definitely inspired me to put more into my relationships. He really cared for his wife, who was ailing for quite a while, in such a touching way that inspired me to be a better person.
Drop off a warm meal and get more than you expect. Volunteer at americaletsdolunch.org.
America, let's do lunch.
What if you could invest in the future of kids, like a stock? Not the kind of stock that's about making money, but a stock for social change. A whole new kind of investment called Better Futures. When you invest, it helps kids go to college. Believe in us, invest in us, watch us grow. My name is Sydney, and I'm your dividend.
I already knew that I was going to go to college, from a young age. I definitely want to major in political science. After that, I'm going to get my law degree. Then I'm going to come back to Detroit, boost the economy, become the mayor or something, try to make the situation better for other people. I feel like I owe it to the city. I'm determined. It's going to happen. My name is Justin, and I am your dividend.
I'm Rudy Tempesta. I'm 92 years old. I fought in World War II. Then I came home, worked for the post office for 70 years. I've been getting Meals on Wheels, and I enjoy it. The most important thing about Meals on Wheels is you meet the people, which to me is fantastic. You need people to keep your brain moving. That's what life is about. It's love and having a conversation with people.
Hi, Meals on Wheels. I'm Marco. I'm a college student, and I volunteer as a driver for Meals on Wheels. I think it's awesome meeting these people. I mean, they're so interesting. They've had so many wonderful experiences in life. Your community helps to raise you up into the person that you become. Meals on Wheels is a great way to give back to that community.
Wayzata Trojans win their third game of the season. They post a shutout tonight, 7-0 over Chaska Chanhassen. And a great start to the year for the Trojans. Two of the winning Wayzata players join us now. And Osseo, senior, telling me about this team's effort tonight. A little bit of a slow start in their first period, but what did you guys do to pick it up there late in the second and in the third?
You know, it's all the in between the periods in the locker room work, you know, just picking each other up, giving each other some constructive criticism. You know, we came out pretty slow, like you said, but, you know, we just got to keep the tempo up, keep laughing, having fun on the bench, because our skills are enough that when we're having fun, the goals will come.
Coach talked to us before the game about this, wanting this team to play at a higher tempo this season. You have the experience. Do you like the kind of style of play that you're playing, kind of up and down the ice and trying to put as much offensive pressure as you can on your opponent?
Yeah, I do. It's great. Our defensive, offensive opportunities have been really good. You know, the pinching is great. We're starting a new forecheck where it's really offensive, and we're getting the opportunities, and it's starting to come together here, keeping forwards high to come back for the D and, you know, burying them when we get the chance.
7 goals in the first 3 games or more, 7, 7, and 9. Tell me about that.
You know, we just have really talented scorers, and we're getting good passes. We're really speedy getting to the net. You know, it's really fun, and we're just having a great time. And when they start rolling, they start rolling.
What you do in November doesn't necessarily translate to what you're going to do in February, but you got to be thrilled with the way the season started, right?
Yeah, it's a great start. You know, we have a lot of work to do. We know that. The talent that we're going to be facing off against is only going to get tougher as we get into conference play. So these early games, we obviously know they're not going to be, you know, the 9-0 or 7-0 wins at the end of the season, but we just got to get ready to be able to grind it out and put the puck in the net.
Final question for you. You made your college choice official. Tell me about that.
Yeah, Sacred Heart University. I'm super excited. You know, it's good to know that I'll have something for me next year, but, you know, it's good to stay focused on this year, too, take it all in, take the college stress off my shoulders, and now, you know, I'm all in for the season, ready to do it with the girls.
Congratulations on the win. Good luck the rest of the season.
Thank you.
Stephanie Garvis gets a shutout tonight, and first of all, congrats on that.
Thank you.
Tell me about the team in front of you and how much fun it is from your perspective watching them play.
Yeah, you know, we've grown up together. I've been playing with some of these girls since we were, you know, 6, 7 years old. So, you know, seeing everyone, you know, develop each year and get so much better, you know, I'm really honored to, like, be a part of the team because they're so skilled and they're just great people to play with. You know, on and off the ice, I just love them. So.
A great fun starts to the season. Yeah. How good can this team be? I mean, you guys won, what, 18, 19 games last year, 3-0 so far this season.
You know, we try to take one game at a time. We're focused on, you know, the game that's at hand, and, you know, the more success we get, you know, the better we'll be. I think we will have a lot of success this year just because we are so talented and we have such a deep team that I'm just really excited for, you know, the future.
The next team at hand is Blake Saturday. Tell me about the Bears.
Last year, you know, we battled it out. We had a couple good games against them. Yeah, I'm ready to go. You know, I think the team's ready. We're prepared. We work so hard and we have so much chemistry that, you know, we're just going to bring it to them and, you know, give it our best effort and see what happens.
It's going to be a test for you. You look forward to games like that?
Yeah, I love the competitiveness of the game, and, you know, I like getting shots. And, you know, it's a little bit of a rivalry going on, so it's exciting to be in that.
Congratulations. Good luck Saturday and the rest of the year.
Thanks.
Wayzata Trojans, great win tonight. They start now 3-0 on the season. 7-0 shutout tonight over Chaska Chanhassen. Again, they will skate against Blake on Saturday. That will do it for our telecast tonight from the Plymouth Ice Center. For Dan Ficken and all of our crew, I'm John Jacobson. Thanks so much for tuning in for our coverage of high school girls hockey tonight on CCS.